Welcome back to another video, guys. Out here for the 1-year owner review of the 2019 Silverado RST Z71 package, new body style. It's been great, but before we get started, as always, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe. Alrighty guys, so it has been 1 year exactly, maybe a couple extra days, and we put 16,000 miles on this truck. Now we're pulling the boat, we're pulling the camper, we're pulling the tractor around. We're making lots of trips. We're really putting this to the test. We're going to be going over some of the differences based off the old body style that I had before, the 2017. But overall, this is a lot better truck. And to start out on the outside, who doesn't notice the new body style? The front end is completely different. The tailgate is completely different. We have the rounded wheel wells, and I have to say, I love it. I was pretty skeptical, especially with the mirrors, the new style, but now that I've had it, I really do enjoy it. If you are new to the channel, we have a 6-inch Superlift on this truck. We have 35 by 12.5 Atturo Trailblade tires with a 20 by 9.5 -18 BlackRhino Shrapnel wheel. So these are -18. They do have a little bit of a poke, and we do have a slight rub. Even with this setup, a more narrow tire, it's still going to rub. I'll bring you in here closer and I'll show you how we've already torn up the truck. Alrighty, so in here you can see this entire piece that is missing. I did not cut this out. We did no work on the inside of this fender whatsoever. This is 100% stock. We did take the front lower valance off, so we did not have to trim that. It also highlights your rough country, your Superlift logo, so taking that off is very important. But the back here, this is the driver's side, the left side, it rubs pretty bad. You do not get full crank, and the tire has taken out that entire section. But other than that, the tires have been doing very well. Atturo Trailblades, once again, we have about 15, maybe 14,000 miles on these tires. I'm not sure what the warranty life is, if there is one. I need to check into that, but so far they're holding up pretty well. Now we've rotated them between 3,000 and 6,000 miles. I try to do the oil change every 3, the tire rotation every 3 as well, but we did miss one and we went to 6,000 miles. But for the most part, they're holding up, they're wearing nicely. We still have tons of tread left in here. We've had absolutely zero issues with them. One thing that I would like to do in the future is add some spiked lugs. I think that would just top everything off and really make it pop. Tailgate on this truck, huge upgrade from the previous models. We do have this stamped look inside of the tailgate. A couple other things they added to this truck to a high point is the rear light with the rear camera, and most importantly, we went from a mechanical tailgate to an electric button. I have been having some troubles with it. It takes 2 to 3 times to get this thing to open. I'm not sure. I need to grease up the hinges, spray some WD-40 or something on them. First try went down just fine. Sometimes it just sticks a little bit, but it's no big deal. It hasn't failed on us yet, just being a little cumbersome. The bed is really nice. We did put the Raptor liner in it, so if you didn't see that video, I'll try to link it up here as well. If not, all the information will be down in the description. The Raptor liner has been holding up very well so far. We've had cinder blocks in here, we've had fencing in here, just pushing it back and forth. There's a couple of scratches, so super happy with it. Now, a couple things that I would like to change about the outside, and that's coming from the factory, and it is adding rear wheel well liners. Now, we have rock lights on this truck. The front, super easy to put in because we have these liners, not a problem. The rears did not come with liners. I don't see many trucks with liners either, so you either have to tap into the bed itself or spend about $100–150 to get yourself some liners. The engine and transmission in this truck are just amazing. I'll try to put some info up here on the screen. It's night and day different, especially when towing these heavy loads that we do. From the previous model, it's a lot smoother. The power is a lot better. There is active fuel management versus deactive fuel management. I wish they had a tuner for this truck because we are still in the cylinder deactivation mode. There's no way currently that I know of anyone who can deactivate and run this thing on 8 cylinders all the time. They have not come out with anything yet. Hopefully they come out with something soon. And in addition to that, part of the package I'm hoping is the auto start and stop button. I think there is something out right now that can disable that, but I'm not going to get too involved in it. It's not that big of a deal. There's a button. It's just part of the deal. Hop in the truck, turn it off, and kind of go from there. On the interior of the truck, I really like it. It did take me some time to get used to it. It's more of a flat dash on the entertainment side, but the screen size is perfect. The dash is perfect. On this model, which is the RST, you do get the heated seats, even though they're cloth. You get the heated steering wheel, which does work, and they both work through the Covercraft seat covers. Now, one thing that I do wish we had in this truck, which I really miss from the old truck, even though the old truck was just an LT, and that is your 12-volt power outlet. These have your 12-volt circle socket. You can just plug anything into it. We're doing a lot with computers, a lot with charging of the GoPros and that sort of thing. It does come with a USB port and that 12 volt, but we're having to run a converter because we don't have the actual plug piece itself. We have not explored the sport mode yet. We do use tow all the time, but I definitely want to get this truck out and run it in the basic mode, trailer mode, and sport mode to see which one is the fastest on the... So just a real quick couple things that I like, couple things that I dislike. Overall, this thing is night and day different. I cannot say that enough. Everybody needs the new body style. They're coming out with more lift kits, more performance parts, tons of stuff for these trucks, so they're only going to get better. But make sure you stay tuned, make sure you like and subscribe. Don't miss any more videos, tons to come. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Otherwise, we're going to leave you here. See you later.